Hello, amazing people. Welcome you, my people. It's your friend, the visionary 4 times, Miss Lesego Montsho. Just like I promised, I'm going to be bringing you amazing content every week in my ability, in my capability. So to enjoy these special episodes that I bring to you every week, make sure that you remain connected to be insightful, or you stay connected to remain insightful. So that's the whole motive. I welcome you, my people, to this amazing special new episode. In today's episode, I'm just gonna be talking about, one of the most recent activities and events that actually, got like international attention. You know very well that United States of America is one of the power states in the entire globe. It controls, the world economy. So anything that happens in the United States, whether you like it or not, whether you approve of it or not, in one way or another, it controls what happens in most countries across the entire globe. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the presidential candidate 2020 United States of America, and also the vice presidential candidates for 2020 United States of America. And the focus will strictly be on the two powerful political parties that make up the politics of the United States of America, which is the Republicans and the Democrats. So I hope you're ready, hope you're prepared. You're gonna learn something, you're gonna be insightful by the moment that I'm done with this episode. Just to start off, I'll be first of all talking about the presidency itself. So we'll start off from the Democrats win first of all. The Democrats are the ones who've been dominating the politics for United States of America. They've had people like President Barack Obama, who won in 2008 and got sworn in 2009. They've had presidents like George W. Bush. In this particular episode, like I said, the focus is in the 2020 candidates for United States of America presidency and vice presidency, and particularly in these two political parties of the Democrats and the Republicans. So I'm starting off with the Democrats, right? The Democrats, they have a man who's called John R. Biden. John R. Biden is 77 years of age. This particular candidate, when it comes to the Democrats, he needs no introductions. His best selling point is just him having been the vice president in the Mr. Barack Obama's administration for 8 years. So his strong selling point is just in him having been the vice president for President Barack Obama for 8 years. That is his strong selling point, and the Democrats know him for that, and they appreciate him, and they believe in him. They trust that he's the right candidate that they can vote for as that president for 2020 in the United States of America. Nonetheless, in America, the elections are quite different from how elections are done in African countries. And they have something called the signature issues. So I'll be taking you through the three main signature issues that Mr. John R. Biden has, put forth as part of his manifesto, sort of, as to what he's gonna do and what he intends to do. The first signature issue is that Mr. John R. Biden, he intends to restore, the America standing on the global stage. That's his number one signature. The second issue that Mr. John R. Biden intends to deal with is that he intends to add the public option to the Affordable Care Act as part of his three main signature issues. The third issue is that this man in question, John R. Biden, the Democrat, he intends to strengthen economic protection for low-income earners who are working in the manufacturing industries and also in the fast food industries. So those are his three signature issues. Let's move on to the next presidential candidate. I believe this one you know him already because he's the sitting or the current president for the United States of America. I'm talking about the one and only DJT, Donald Trump. I mean, this man needs no introductions. He's famous either for the good or for the bad, but one thing I know is that the whole world knows this man because he's been in the headlines ever since he became president. up until today. I have to stress that it could be for the good reasons, could be for the bad reasons. It depends on how different people view it. Because all the policies that Obama, or most of the policies that Obama came up with during his administration, DJT has been focused on trying to undo most of them, either most of them from healthcare to environment and also immigration. One more interesting thing about DJT is that he's one president of the United States of America who's been impeached. He's been impeached for, trying to pressure Ukraine to smear his political cards. Unfortunately, most of his representatives or their representatives impeached him for that. So after being impeached, he was acquitted by the Senate. So that's one thing that you need to know about President DJT. DJT's main signature issues is that he want to build a wall at the Mexican border. That's the first one. The second one is that he wanna renegotiate or cancel international deals on trade. Yes, and then the third one is that he wanna withdraw American troops from overseas. Those are the main, those are the three main signature issues that President DJT intends to address in his presidency, or in taking over with presidency, from what he has done so far to what he will do forth in the future. So we are done with the presidential candidates for USA 2020. We are moving now to the vice presidency. This one is the one that I really love the most because it's interesting. It's interesting because there's this woman that I don't know, I personally have so much belief in. I believe in her so much. I even wrote about her in my book, Insights of an X Chromosome Idealist, that one day at some point I will not be surprised when I see her in the presidency or in anything to do with the presidency of the United States of America. So that's what I'll be addressing right now. Vice presidency, United States of America, Republican versus Democrats. Just like I did with the presidency, I'll be doing the same thing with the vice presidency. I'll be starting with the Democrats and also carry on with the Republicans. With the Democracy, for the vice presidency, they have a woman who's called Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is only 64 years of age. She's 10 years younger than Donald Trump, and also she's 13 years younger than John R. Biden. So that's the lady. She's a Democrat. Kamala Harris is currently the US Senate for California. That's her state, or that's her region. She's been the Senate from 2016 until today. She's been in the Senate for 3 years now. Ever since she won the elections for Senate in 2016, she was sworn in 2017, and then she carried on with being the Senate from 2017 up until now. So it's been 3 years since she's been in Senate. She's also left with 3 years. She'll be done with her role as the Senate in 2023. Before being the Senate for the California state, Kamala Harris has also been the Attorney General for the California state as well, from 2011 until 2017 or 2016, when she now contested to be the Senate for the California state. Kamala Harris has 2 degrees. She has an economics and political science degree from the Howard University, not Harvard, Howard University in the United States of America. She also has a law degree from University of California, Hastings, UCL Hastings. So that's one thing you need to know about Kamala Harris. She's a very educated woman. She's a politician, an economist, and also a lawyer at the same time. This lady, like I said earlier, she was born on the 15th of October 1964. So this year, 2020, she will be 64 years of age. She's also known for breaking the glass ceilings and defying rule books because she was the second black woman ever in history of the United States of America to be the US Senate. And also, she is the first black woman to serve in the chamber. So she's just someone who is used to breaking the glass ceilings. She's used to, doing these things and moving into new frontiers and all that. That's her way of life. One more interesting thing about Kamala Harris is that in 2019, she was also one of the nominees for the Democrats presidency. But then along the way, on the 3rd of December 2019, She suspended her campaign and she endorsed John R. Biden for presidency. That's what she did. It's quite amazing that this year again, just a week ago, on the 11th of August 2020, we saw John R. Biden endorsing her as his vice president for the Democrats nominees, or for the Democrats presidency 2020 elections. So that's all that I can say about Kamala Harris. Being the attorney that she is, being a qualified lawyer that she is, Kamala Harris is known, for her service for the people. She spent a great part of her entire life fighting for the voiceless, fighting for the vulnerable, fighting for the sidelined, fighting for the minorities in the United States of America, and also against those who prey on them. So she's one woman that if you go right now on Google, you search about her and everything, or if you have my book, just go on page 102, you read almost everything about Miss Kamala Harris. There's everything about her in my book. You're gonna know a lot about her. She's such an amazing woman. She has like a very strong track record of what she's done for humanity, what she's done in service of people, what she's done most importantly, to protect people and also to serve people, and also just for those who have been violated, for human rights and all that. She stood with one voice, one strong voice, one powerful voice to speak against any injustice, that involves people being mistreated, people being oppressed, and all those kind of issues. So that's Kamala Harris for you. Right now I'll be moving on to the candidate for the Republicans, right? Republicans, they have a man who is the current vice president for the United States of America. His name is Mike Pence. He's been the vice president in the Donald Trump administration ever since Donald Trump has won the elections in 2016, and they've been in power from that time until today. He got voted in as vice president in 2016 and he was sworn in 2017. So he's been VP from 2017 up until now. It's been 3 years since he's been in power as the VP. In addition, Mike Pence was born on the 7th of June 1959. So basically he is 5 years older than Kamala Harris. In all these candidates, you realize that the youngest is Kamala Harris, and also she's the only female or the only woman who's contesting in regard to the vice presidency and presidency for the United States of America 2020. One more thing, or one interesting fact about Mr. Mike Pence is that he is the 48th vice president for the United States of America, serving under Donald Trump's administration. In addition, he has also been the 50th governor for the Indiana state. He served from 2013 until 2017. So he's been voted in 2012 and got sworn in 2013, and then he served from 2013 until 2017. Education-wise, Mike Pence, he graduated from University of Hanover, or the Hanover College, with a history degree. So this man just studied history and he got his degree from Hanover College. Later on, he continued with his education, where he earned a law degree from Indiana University. In 2020, Donald Trump chose Mr. Mike Pence as his running mate for the presidency of 2020 United States of America, who has also been in his administration as the vice president. That's all I had for you regarding the presidency candidates, vice presidency, United States of America, the Democrats versus the Republicans. So we don't know who's gonna win the elections. If you have any better idea of what's happening, do not hesitate to comment and let me know what is it that you think, what your predictions are, what do you think, or who do you think is the best candidate for presidency, who do you think is the best candidate for vice presidency, and what are your reasons for that? Because as people, we mostly make decisions based on our perceptions. Like I said earlier, we are influenced by our perceptions. Perceptual viewpoints influences the decisions and also the choices that we make most of the time. So I'd love to know what is it that you, my friends, think about the presidency, vice presidency, United States of America. Like I said, my name is Lesego Montsho, the visionary of all times. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click that red button that's written subscribe. You'll see it turning gray, writing subscribed, and then also hit the bell that makes noise. There's a bell there, just click it. Every time there's a new video, there's a new insightful video in this amazing channel of ours, you get a notification that, you know what, there's a new video in Lesego's channel. So with all that, I thank you, my people, for taking your time to watch this amazing episode. I love you, stay blessed, and also do not forget to wear your mask, because the COVID-19 cases are increasing day in and day out in our country. So make sure that you wash your hands, you keep yourself away from congested areas. Most importantly, you maintain social distancing, and when you're in public areas, wear a mask like myself. With all that, peace.